Joining us here at the Broadcast Center, a couple of handsome young men from Brockton, Massachusetts. These are our friends Ron Feiner and his 13-year-old son, Ben. Ben was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia back in April. Is that right?
Lymphoma.
Lymphoma. I'm sorry.
Anaplastic large cell lymphoma.
Is that ALL? No.
Yes.
Yes, ALL.
Yes.
Right. Back in April of 2008. It's been a rough road. How are you holding up, my friend?
Pretty well.
Yeah?
We just got some bad news yesterday.
No, I don't want to hear bad news.
Well, the cancer is spread to my bone marrow, but it doesn't change really the treatment. It just means that it's going to get harder. But I can get through it because I have so many great people behind me. You wouldn't believe how many people I have behind me.
Who has your back? Tell us who has your back. Your dad.
See here. My whole family, my whole extended family, everyone, and then all their friends, and all their friends' friends, and all their friends who have never met me in the entire life but send me presents through the mail.
Is that right? Wow. What about the people at the Jimmy Fund Clinic?
They're all in front of me doing all the work.
So they don't have your back; they're out in front of you. And Lisa's leading the parade, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
What strikes me is guys like him, and we've met a few in the last 2 days. It happens to, it happens to some great people, but it seems to happen to tough people. Guys with great, you are positive, you are obviously a tough kid. I'm not sure every kid could take it. Maybe that's why it happened to you.
Well, you know what? I don't really care what happens to me. The only reason I'm worried about about dying is that it would hit my family so hard, and everyone that I know, I don't think they could take it. I don't really care what happens to me. But if I'm gone, my family would go straight down the hill. Right down the hill.
I'm going to lose it, Dino.
You are an old soul, my friend. You know what that means? That means you're wise beyond your years.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Do you think about that, Ben? Do you think about?
I try not to, because I try to think that I will get through it, no matter what happens.
Ron, are you used to hearing this kind of prose from?
No,
we don't hear this from 13-year-olds.
No, you don't. We were listening to Paul White this morning.
Yes,
and he was saying, and I've said to Ben, it shouldn't happen to your kids.
Right.
Let it happen to me. You're used to it happening to a parent, but not to your child. And Ben gets very upset when we say that. No, I don't want it to happen to you. This is mine. I'll take it. But then he says things like, it doesn't matter what happens to me. I'm worried about the rest of my family.
Exactly.
It's very hard for us as parents, as siblings, to hear that.
Like when I'm in pain at home on the couch and I just suddenly crunch up in pain, it's not the crunch up isn't mostly from the pain. It's mostly from seeing my mom's face when I get in pain.
Wow, you're amazing. You're an amazing kid. I say that, Ron, that, when I was diagnosed, your first thought as an adult is it's in a weird way you feel lucky because it's you and not your kid.
Absolutely.
I don't know if I could take what you're going through. I suppose you have to.
You have to.
You don't have a choice. You have to battle through it, have to live through it. But what would you give to be sitting there?
Anything. I would give anything to be the one sitting there dealing with the cancer, dealing with the pain, and not having him go through what he goes through. But then he gets upset when I say that. No, it shouldn't be you, Dad. You have other things to deal with.
Whatever he gives, I give it right back. Deal with
That's the kind of kid he is. That's his phrase. Deal with it.
What do you want to do when you're better? What's the first thing? What do you miss? What will you?
Going to school.
Just going to school.
He's a huge fan of school. He loves going to school. He has a lot of friends there. He loves the teachers there. And this past year, he got through about April.
Yeah.
And got diagnosed in April of 08 or May of 08, right around school vacation, and didn't get back till the very end. I think he got back for 2 days or 2 half days right at the end of the school year.
I got back for half of the next to last day, and then the last day was an actual half day, so I stayed for the entire day that day.
But that was a big goal of his.
Sure.
He needed to get back. It was
had to
part
get
of what
back
he
to
did.
school.
Yeah.
He needed to get back, even just to talk to the teachers, to see the kids.
See, this is what we talked about earlier. You know, it's normalcy that you crave.
Absolutely.
Just going
Yeah.
to school. I mean, I guarantee you that if you ask 100 13-year-olds on the street, are they looking forward to going back to school next week?
No.
100 of them are going to say no. 101 would be you because you just want it to be the way it used to be, normal, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, and as a parent, you know, there are guys your age, with
Sure.
kids this age, and they're saying, "I want my kid to make the big leagues, or get a college scholarship, or
Yeah.
be a star athlete, or whatever,
Yeah.
be the lead in the play." And you're saying, "I just want my kid to be able to go to school.
Absolutely.
He doesn't have to get make the NFL. He doesn't have
No.
to be just go to school. Just be a kid."
Yep.
Ron, are there aspects to deal with the rest of the family? I mean, do you have brothers and sisters?
He has a
Yeah.
brother that lives at home, a 17-year-old brother, and
Yeah.
a 21-year-old sister that lives at home.
Right.
He also has a 25-year-old sister that lives in upstate New York with her husband and his 5-year-old nephew.
Oh,
So-
I'm sure they all have his back as well. But
They do.
Yeah.
But they have normal lives that they're trying to run as well.
Yes.
While yours has been turned upside
It,
down.
it really has.
Yeah.
And
How do you balance both of those?
it's very difficult to balance that. It's hard to take the time away from work when we go into clinic. Yesterday was a day Ben went to clinic, and he said to me, "Dad, go to work. Mom can take me today. Don't worry about it. We're just getting blood tests. You go to work. I know you have things to do."
Right.
It's very hard for me to go away to work knowing that he's having to deal with the clinic.
Right.
But then you think about what goes on at the clinic and how great they are there. Yeah, they take care of Ben, but they also take care of us. As parents going to the clinic, it's amazing to me how much the clinic and the hospital take care of us, too. They're looking out for us as his parents, seeing what we need, what they can do to help us as well.
Now, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was about to say, deal with the clinic. It's great there.
What's great about it?
For kids, they have game systems and every board game you can imagine, and tons of great people who will befriend you right away. And always, whenever you need something, you can ask someone, and they'll call the next person and call the next person if they can't do it themselves. And they have, for kids who have to wait and get chemo, they have Wii's and PS2s and things all over the place in the clinic, and DS's and card games for all these kids to use so they never get bored and never get tired.
Wow. Ron, what do they do for you there? You talked about that support. What do they do for the parents?
They really take care of whatever you need. They come and sit down and talk to you when they can see that you're not doing well. They'll provide food or drink if you need it.
Imagine you need a drink on a lot of occasions. You go to
Alcohol would be nice, but we don't go that far.
They get you in here, right? You get to go to a game occasionally.
Yeah, we do. We get to go to a game occasionally, and that's been great for Ben this year. Ben really wasn't much of a sports guy. He was really into gaming and building. Ben's a Lego maniac, so he loves to build things.
Have a Lego keychain.
But in going to some of the games and meeting
Millennium
people,
Falcon.
he's really come into liking baseball and learning about baseball. He got the opportunity to go to Jim Rice night. He met Carlton Fisk and Carlton's wife and had a wonderful night that night.
I also met Johnny
Pesky that night. We
Nice.
got some great
All right.
pictures with that, and it's really become something important to Ben. It's
And
difficult
now he's waiting for a
because
transplant, right?
He is. He's waiting for transplant. He sees that he gets to do some of these things because he's become sick, but he wants people to understand that he wants to do these things anyway, and he wants other kids to be able to do these things. And bringing the money into the Jimmy Fund and the clinic gets other kids to go. He'd gladly give up going to a Red Sox game if somebody else could go. He'd gladly give up anything for not only himself but other kids to get cured. We've met so many kids and so many families in the clinic, and it's nice to be able to sit down with those parents and talk to them. They understand what it's like to go through this.
Well, I'll say this. It was very clear when we met Ben, when we dropped by the clinic a few months ago, and it was very clear that you're a very special young man with a lot of good things
We
ahead
got to
of you.
get you better.
And exactly, we are going to get you better, and it was a pleasure to re-meet you again today. You are an old soul. You're a fine young man, and remarkable, I don't even think, says what it's all about. But very nice to see you again.
Thank you.
Will you come back and visit us next year?
Of course.
After the transplant?
After
Yep.
the transplant.
Sounds
Good
great.
luck at school,
luck,
Ben.
Thank
Ron,
you.
Thank you.
Ron Feiner, Ben Feiner, joining us here. Good
Gentlemen,
to see you.
thank you very much.
Good to
Much
see you.
appreciated.
877-73